It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
It's fine. I don't care. I know. I don't care. I'm going to put it on in a second.
Or just keep it credit like
I'll do a.
like a change.
All right. I think we're on. Hey, I'm Herb Rosen from the Liars Club, and I am guest hosting Car Con Carne tonight. Thank you very much to James Van Alstyne. And here is a public service announcement. As business owners open back up to serve their communities, they're faced with a lot of challenges as they navigate through the new normal brought on by the coronavirus, also known as the vid. C&H Financial Services is here to help. C&H offers a variety of products that range from traditional merchant accounts to a zero-cost payment processing solution, which eliminates the expense associated with accepting Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express as a form of customer payment. To learn more, contact C&H Financial Services at 855-600-2437 or go to chfs.us. All right. I guess we're doing this. I thought there'd be more fanfare. All right, our first guest needs no introduction, Mr. Mike O'Connell.
Hey.
Of Rights to the Accused, Spear Nuts, Delilah's Liars Club fame. And my pal, I know him.
Shut up, I'm doing a podcast. What are we doing here? Just like your fashion blog?
Get in your thing. No, get there. Okay.
This is Rosen Lifestyles.
Yeah, exactly. Queer eye for the dumb guy.
Right on. Your shirt matches your hair.
Oh, yeah, my shirt is a little
salt and pepper.
So we're doing quick 5-minute spurt interviews with chat. There we go. We're doing quick 5 or so minute interviews with people, and we're asking what they've been doing during this fucking nightmare, and then we switch gears to pretending that Trump is dead and there's a vaccine and all kinds of other good shit. But anyway, so Mike, what have you been doing during this nightmare?
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. He hasn't been making you drinks,
right?
And beyond that, you don't fucking care. That's true.
Right. I've done nothing but get fat.
Okay.
Right, fatter. But Speedo season's right around the corner. You know, those hot August days. Oh man.
All right. Well, then we're asking people what is the best, worst, funniest show you ever saw or played, or any other good story that is something other than the shit we go do on the internet every day.
Let's talk about things that were fun. So people remember that going out and going to see live music and going to clubs rules.
Right.
Still rules.
And we're going to need you now more than ever at a quarter capacity, and we're going to need you when you're able to come back and we can have a rock show.
You're going to need to go out and have some fun and get drunk and stupid and listen to some great rock and roll. You know, but
we got our pizza from John's Pizza on Western too. Good thing crust.
But I was thinking I'd tell the story about the first time we saw the Bad Brains.
Nice.
And we'll start off. Okay, Husker Du always had this thing where they wanted to be faster than the Dickies. That was like their goal at the time. And they used to play Exit every Sunday.
Hard to explain in this frame of set, but yeah, okay, that's good.
But so anyways, that was always their goal. And you know, by the time they got Land Speed Record out, I mean, they were like Sonic. You know what I mean? It was crazy how tight they were and how great they were. And they played Exit like one Sunday a month, and we'd always go see them. And then about the third time we saw him, Grant worked in some record store, and he's like, "You guys, you got to hear this band, the Bad Brains. Like, they're from D.C., and they're way faster than the Dickies. Like, you got to hear this." And stuff. So, of course, you know, we couldn't find the record, but Anthony Ilardi, original drummer for Rights to the Accused, he found the record, of course, you know, because he cut class and went to Wax Tracks every day. So he found it, and it was just a plain white sleeve. It was Pay to Come. Best song ever. I mean, you know.
Still.
Yeah. So then it was only I'm supposed to say it in here. But so anyways, so finally they're coming to town and they're playing COD. And so we're like so psyched to go see them, you know, and we don't know anything really about this band. So we go and, all 25 people that went out to shows at the time were there. And so they come out and they're all Rastas. And everybody's kind of standing there like, huh? And then they start playing, and they're just playing this super mellow reggae, like not like upbeat Peter Tosh, Mick Jagger.
And nobody even knew that they were black at the time.
Not even. Yeah, I mean, and let alone Rastas, and it's so they're just playing this reggae and stuff, and we're all like, oh man, and everybody starts talking like, well, I don't know, the guy said they're from New York, and I'm like, well, no, the Bad Brains are from DC. And it's going on and on.
Hey, what's up, James? Are we fucking up? Okay, we're good, I think.
Okay. But anyways, where was I?
Oh,
okay. So
yeah, from DC. They're playing rock.
So everybody's like, no, they said they're from New York, and we're like, the real Bad Brains are from DC. But we're like, we paid $5. Let's listen to some reggae. It'll be fun. So everybody's just kind of like skanking around the reggae and stuff, and it's just like, and they do about 3 songs, but they're reggae songs, so they're really long. And then HR just is kind of has his back turned to the crowd, and he's getting like super into it, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's just bam, and he does the backflip like bam, and then they just go right into it, and I mean, everybody, all 33 people like in the place, and he just go ape shit crazy. Everybody's just going nuts, losing their minds and stuff. And they only had the 2 songs, so nobody even knew the songs to sing along. Like Ray from 6 Feet Under is like jumping on my head, and like everybody's just going bonkers, And I just remember being like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It was just, because up until then, bands weren't like tight like that, and like, it was just so over the top, It was still to this day one of the best shows I've ever seen. And
awesome.
Right. It was just great. I mean, it was.
And my dad did. How old were you then? Jesse!
I'm telling this story, but Jesse's going to tell a story like, one night I was, when I was 11, I was with Candy Darling and Matt Dillon, and we went to see the Heartbreakers, and Joey Ramone bought me a beer, and Topper sat in and played drums. It was a nice story, Mike.
How do we get people to watch this? Where can they watch this on?
On Facebook Live, and go to the Car Con Carne stage or page. CARCON.
Facebook Live, Car Con.
Car Con Carne. CARNE. Yeah, exactly.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
Facebook Live.
What's up, man?
I'm early, right?
Yeah. You're early. We're gonna do him live. We're gonna do Lucas live, and then you are. Right after that. I have 2 live ones, and then I'm going to Zoom.
Up, right? Dave Catching.
And Catching's right after you, I believe. Yeah. Awesome. Right on. I'm psyched. Thank you, man.
Right. And you can go. I mean, that was pretty much the story.
You're like a pro now at this shit. Kind of, right? Because I just did Zoom for the first time today.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but it works. Yeah, we did a Green Door party on Zoom. Let me see.
Yeah, right. Fuck yeah, we will.
Excellent.
All right, yeah. So Mike was talking about the first time he saw the Bad Brains at COD.
Oh wow!
And nobody knew. It was right after they did the Rasta, and nobody knew that they were black or that they were Rastas. And they started with reggae, and everyone's like, "Oh wait, is this? I guess this isn't the right band." Blah blah. And then they just exploded, and he was telling everyone to go nuts.
To this day, for real, one of the best shows I've ever seen. They just floored everybody.
Oh really?
Because that was them, and I think the Cro-Mags were the bands that were like, every one of us has to get back in the basement and start practicing. Like, you know what I mean? They were like, oh, we're really fun at playing fast, but it was like, oh no, we've got to get our crap together, man. We've got to get it together.
Doing it right.
Yeah.
Doing it right.
Yeah, you better start rehearsing and writing some better songs, because yo ain't cutting it.
Well, actually, Jesse, since you're here, fuck it. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah. We'll do you, and then because the people are running late live, so let's do you. So, Jesse Malin, old friend of ours, singer, songwriter, solo artist, DGeneration, Heart Attack, owner of any club that's worth a shit in Manhattan, not Brooklyn, and he's here to help us out with this thing tonight. And so we're saying the first thing: what have you been up to while this nightmare's been going on? What do you guys have going gig-wise, fundraising-wise, whatever causes? And then after that, what's the best, worst, funniest show story that you played or saw?
So, okay, good.
Take it away, brother. Good to
I've
see
been
you.
keeping us busy, Herb. It's great to see you. I know we've been texting a bit.
Yeah.
New York was really weird and dystopian, Mad Max, freaky, place for a while.
Right.
It's changed a little bit, but, people are still keeping their distance and being safe. A lot of people, a lot of my friends. I've been trying to write. At first, I was kind of depressed, losing 100 gigs, so I couldn't really do anything. I learned how to be on the to do these Zoom things. And
I learned today.
Yeah. And, I started doing a live stream from my apartment, which then led into doing it at the Bowery Electric with the band at distance.
Right.
And having different.
That last one, man, it sounded and looked great. Like, really, you guys have got it down. It was great.
Yeah, it's weird at first just playing, to cameras, like I said, you're a cam girl. But you kind of get used to, knowing that there's people there. You feel that people are there. You don't, but
sure.
Doing what we do, we feed off an audience.
Yeah, it's the vibe. Yeah, it's back and forth. Fuck yeah.
But doing it alone was strange. Like when I was doing my apartment, there'd be no applause between stuff, and you'd be like, all right, here's another story. Here's another story.
Right.
With the band there, I can crack the band up a little bit. And so we've eased into that, and that's been nice. Working a little bit slowly on, finishing my next record. I haven't gone into a studio yet.
Okay, sure.
That I've been involved in that we started up in the 90s and early 2000s and whatever. Most of them are closed. One is selling through a window, well, actually two are, but the others, the live venues are just closed, and we're trying to urge people to, sign up for Save Our Stages.
Yeah.
And get to Congress because they're going to vote this month.
For that Restart Act.
Independent venues, they could finance and give some money to help out around the whole country. Like they just gave $2 billion in Britain to help out live venues.
I saw that, yeah.
And cool. As you know, I was going to say Liars Club, that's where I go. It's my favorite fucking place in Chicago, and I love Chicago, so it's saying a lot. First went to see you with Todd Youth and Jack Flanagan and all those guys. Actually, with Jack and the DGeneration guys, we played the Riviera with the Ramones opening.
Right.
And then we came over. I think we might have went to the Green Mill and then Liars Club, and now it's been 100 years later, and my liver's still holding up. But
so ours, almost.
Yeah, the last time we were there, I had so much fun with Joe Kelly and everything. And
Absolutely. I talked to Joe earlier, and he said to say hey.
Oh, cool. Well, and then, I don't know, gig-wise, it's hard to think so many. I obviously, a lot of times when people ask me, I tend to go with the Bad Brains thing because when we saw them for like $2, it was from like outer space, and to see something like that, it changed everything because I didn't get to see the Ramones and the Pistols when that came out. I was late to that because I'm a little younger at the time. But weirdest gig. I'll tell this one because you might know it, but, being a Kiss fan, we're close in the same age and have the same path, I think, from like Kiss to punk to hardcore. As a kid, I would have probably cut off a digit to meet Kiss, to be in a room with them. I played the talent show, I spit ketchup, we dressed up in Queens, PS 193, first time on stage, rock and roll night cover. It was a big fan. I was in the Kiss Army.
I once spit. There was no ketchup at our babysitter's. Karen Shay's mom babysat us, and there was no ketchup. So I crammed red yarn down my throat and spit the red yarn. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
And I was just so into this band. It was like everything. We waited for every magazine to come out. We would go to these shows. Didn't have a lot of money. You're watching from the the nosebleeds at the Garden and the mezzanine and the and then the 80s came, and with hardcore and being in bands like my band Heart Attack, we were able to be right there in the front and be part of it.
Absolutely.
I wasn't so into those big gigs and in those arenas, and Kiss kind of got a bit shittier during that time, and they took up the makeup. I wasn't a fan.
No, nor was I.
The original lineup, it was a New York group, but it was a progression for me being a fan. Like, I liked Kiss. They were from the neighborhoods that I grew up in.
Right.
It was like a story of these guys, making it. There weren't many rock bands out of New York that made it. And then from Kiss came the Ramones. They wore the jackets that Fonzie wore, and they had chanty songs with floor tom beats like Kiss had. So it was a good progression for me. And then with hardcore, we saw through all the bullshit. But in the 90s, I guess, or like 1991, I was really fed up with the funky kind of, bands and this hip hop kind of like metal raps, like rock and roll.
Sure. New metal. Yeah, absolutely.
Me and my friends, that would be like the kind of band we'd want to see when we were kids, even though we missed out on the 70s. And I just did it for fun. I used to do this earnest songwriter thing, and like this band I had called Hope, but then I made DGeneration. It was like a joke. I'll take off my shirt and I'll, live out my Steve Bader fantasy. And that became fun as like a thing.
It worked out okay.
Yeah. So then we got some record deals. Well, kind of okay, yeah. And next thing you know, our second record is made, and we go out to an Italian restaurant dinner, me and Danny, the guitarist, and our manager and our label guy says, well, we got this tour for you, 2 weeks with Kiss. You're doing the country, and then it's like, Kiss, all right. And then they tell us it's with Ace and with Peter, and it's going to be like 1970.
Like that first reunion, the 96 one, right? Yeah.
So we had 2 weeks of that, and then, of course, we look at the itinerary. He hands it to us, and it says The Garden. Yeah. So if you grew up in New York or anywhere in the world, you want to play The Garden. And my father
that's beyond a dream come true.
Yeah, my father hated DGeneration, but he was like, yeah, I'll come see you. I'm like, Dad, we sold out CBGB's 3 nights. I'll come see you when you play The Garden. Yeah. So we were playing The Garden. By the time we get to The Garden, we're pretty much tired of watching the show every single night. We've seen this show. There's a lot of rules. They're really nice to us. They were really great. They each came in our dressing room and this and that. We get to New York, and I just am so excited. But the dressing room is the size of like a big bathroom. It's tiny what they give us. And they tell us after the show we can't hang out because it's like New York or whatever.
Out the door.
Leave. But earlier, Gene walked me around, and we walked through. He had a camera, someone was filming. It was very nice. But after the show, I got my father there, my grandfather. Donald Trump was there. He had worse seats than Howie Pyro's parents. They turned around and were excited because they had better seats. So we played the whole show, and, Bob Gruen gets some photos and our girlfriends and family. Sure. And it's done. But, when we're there, we're like, oh, well, we're opening. It's not that great and all this. And her name was on the thing outside. So I'm going to go now. They're kicking me out of the dressing room. And this will give you the time frame. I'm drinking Rolling Rock beer.
Nice.
Got spring water. And I'm heading out to go down to my club, Coney Island High on St. Mark's. So I'm going to freaking celebrate. And I'm under
my favorites of all time, by the way. But, yeah.
And I'm under the pavilion of 7th Avenue and not even on the street, like out of the garden. They have this, like, roof thing. And I'm drinking. I got my laminate and I'm with my friend. And the cops roll up on me. They're like, open container, you got it. And they want to arrest me. And I'm like, dude, I'm a New Yorker.
Is that Giuliani cleanup time around that?
Yeah, 96, quality of life.
Right.
They closed my club for dancing. So I show people, like the 2 cops, look, it's Gene Simmons here. It's my face. I just played. Like, here's my ID. I'm from New York. Open container. Boom. I went to jail for 2 days. I played The Garden. I don't have a police record,
from the greatest night of your life to the shittiest weekend of your life. Oh, dude.
But
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that I don't know. That was kind of the story on it. And then the other little part is, in my mind, from going there, the Garden was so big that I kind of was in between 2 relationships with 2 girls. So I put one on one side of like where the
you're in 116 and you're in 120.
They're never going to see each other. I got them tickets. I worked it all out. And then I get there and I went and said hello to one, and then I went across to the other, and she goes, I saw you, right? So now when I go to shows at the Garden, it's fucking small. Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, right.
But in my mind, laying in bed, I was like, we're coming to the Garden.
This is going to work. That's a good rock and roll tale. Yeah. Awesome, brother. Well, dude, thank you so much. Hey, there's Justine. Justine wants to say hey.
Oh, hey.
I have the same hat on.
See you. New York misses you.
Good. All right, cool, brother. Thank you so much, man. Love you, brother. And
I'll see you later.
Tell everybody to say hi, and let's
everybody to sign up to Save Our Stages.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. It's saveourstages.com, and write your lawmakers. Just click on saveourstages.com.
30 seconds.
You're there. Yeah, exactly. It takes less than 2 minutes. All right, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Good.
All right, bud. Hey.
Oh my God!
Wow! Look at seamless segue. Scott Lucas of Local H fame, wearing straight from Forbes magazine, wearing a Liars Club mask.
Nice.
Very nice. That's kind of the cyborg one too. Are you on your bicycle?
Yeah.
That seems kind of dangerous.
Touchy feely addiction, Papa Wheelie.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
kind of dangerous.
Wheelie.
Yeah. Wait, let's see. I'm reading the chats. Lucas is here. I told him we'll go to him next. All right. So we're doing this. We're starting with what have you been doing, even though most people probably know because you're on the interwebs. And what are the causes? What are the gigs? What are we raising money for? And then we go to the fun stuff.
But Scott, you gotta tell them about that time that me, you, and Herb got really drunk at Liars.
Oh, that's so awesome.
It was so awesome.
Oh man, how cool! I can't wait to do it again.
One time We were at Liars, and it was brutal,
crazy.
man. It was the best. How are you?
This double chin cam is a bummer.
How's that microphone working?
Well, yeah, thank you, Scott. This is Scott's Yeti microphone that came from a Yeti cooler that he bought at the Yeti store where Double Door used to be. That's a lie. I'm joking, but it is a Yeti microphone. He wouldn't frequent that joint.
Do you feel like David Letterman with it?
You people wouldn't understand.
Yeah. How do you like this Abe Lincoln face mask deal? Not bad.
It's pretty good. I'm really into it. I got nothing to say. I think everything that Jesse was talking about was civil, and Save the Stages is the way to go, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
and yeah, it's saveourstages.com. Do that. You guys have a drive-in show coming up, right? I actually wrote some notes here.
Well, it's kind of a drive-in show, but it's more of like a thing that's like a thing.
Look at this. Look at this.
It's got really
what a surprise. Oh, I can't believe it. Look at the technologies. Look at the technologies. It's amazing.
Oh my God.
All right, now get off the Zooms and get an R shot. They're right there. We've also got the Kiss Carousel going.
I'm on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm on the internet.
Oh my God! It's like two mirrors. It's like looking into two mirrors. It's like she told two friends and she told two friends. Can you hear the feedback? God, amazing!
It's like that movie with Time Zone.
Hello? Hey, Scott. Okay.
Everyone, I told you.
I'm scared for real. All right, get in the shot. Get in the shot. Oh, no, you can get in. You can stay.
So,
all right.
So
you're in the shot there. Okay.
So is James completely bummed that he
better not
gave the reins to you?
I know. How could he be?
James, are you completely?
Hey, what's happening, gents?
Oh!
I finally get to see you.
Yeah, this is really high tech. Watch out, brother.
Yeah.
We're on the internet.
We're on the interwebs.
Can we put on my mask just to be safe? That we're
dude, there's already so much spit on you. You maybe should, or just rub your screen. I saw it. The CDC recommends rubbing your own screen, amongst other things.
You've got so much spit in that thing. You can just go.
All right, so Scott is on his story, about to tell his story of best, worst, funniest show you saw or played or whatever. So we're letting him go. And then I believe you're next. Let me see. I've got
all of them. All right,
yeah,
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, you go.
No. You go. He just got here. Dave. Fuck off.
Come on.
No. Yeah.
You got Dave Ketchum here.
You want to go? You want to go first? All right.
What are we doing?
I'll come back. He's here live.
I'm not going anywhere.
He's here live. We'll do you because you're here. I actually, dude, the amount of homework I learned how to do Zoom today. And I started calling people yesterday, as you know.
I taught you how to do it.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, Lucas already. And here's my notes.
Nice.
I can't read, nor can anyone else. I do have a bit of a schedule, and we're almost on it. But anyway, hey, this is David Ketching, our good friend, owner, operator, partner, Rancho De La Luna studio, and Mezcal, soon to be relaunched, correct?
Correct.
And guitar and engineer on more good bands, with good bands than you, we have time to list. But
and a very good friend of yours, and I've been very lucky to have known you for a long time.
Dude, so happy to have you here. Love you, brother. Absolutely.
I know, man. I miss you a lot. I would have been there a couple of weeks ago, actually.
That's what you said, and I mean, it's just if you would have come, you would have had to stay for 2 weeks alone, and then they passed that thing where it's a nightmare. Anyway, so what have you been doing? What are we supporting through this nightmare? And then we change gears, and Trump is dead. There's a vaccine and other good shit, and you tell us a good story about a fun show, the best, worst, funniest, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Take it away.
Well, I've been really busy recording a lot of stuff here. Luckily, I have a recording studio, and since people are social distancing, I've had the place to myself.
Sure.
So I've been hanging out with my girl and my dogs and recording as much as possible. We've been finishing up a Mojave Lords record and an Earthlings record.
Nice.
And working on a solo record all at the same time, because now it's been 3 months. three and a half months.
Very cool.
You know?
And are you doing band projects where people are coming in and tracking separately, or
No.
it's not even? Yeah, and that's not the vibe there. That's you want to do like a live room vibe, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also everybody I had starting in early March postponed.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to get a few people interested in wanting to come back, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work with stuff. I'm not in a huge hurry to be around people.
No, I get it, man. Absolutely. We've got a thing set up out back, and then outside, and then we're allowed 24 people in here, and it hasn't even really been an issue. We're getting like a dozen, 15 at a time, whatever. And
Yeah.
but we're enforcing that stuff. And the one we're going strict along all of it, but the one bummer is 11 p.m. they're making us close. And
Really?
we're more of a late joint. Yeah. So that's kind of, we open earlier, but it just kind of doesn't, it's not what we do. None of this is what we do in any way, shape, or form on your end, on my end, any of it. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
No, it's been really hard on all of us, like everybody, basically everyone I know is a musician or restaurant or bar person.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Or all of the above.
Yeah. All of the above, actually.
Yeah.
And it's just really slowed down everyone. But, things are looking like it, things are crazy right now, but hopefully something will change for the better soon. That's what we're all hoping for. I mean, the fact that you were actually able to have a few people in is cool. It's, it's great to see people more than anything. And, it will eke something out of it. And trying to stay positive about it. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
All right. What's your story?
What's my story?
Yeah.
Which story?
The story. Yeah. Best gig, worst gig, funniest gig, just a good that you played or saw, or just a good anecdote for us kids.
Well, I've been very lucky to play many, many great shows. One of my favorites of late was playing with you at the Liars Club on Halloween with the beer nuts.
That was a good one.
I got up and played a couple of songs with you guys. That was really fun because Halloween in Chicago is one of the best, and with you and the Liars Club.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
I was soaked in much beer before I got on stage, and then
exactly.
much more.
And dude, weren't you rocking like a semi like daishiki deal or something? You
I was
big, like that. You might as well have been like wearing a wool carpet soaked in beer. Yeah, that thing probably weighed 80 pounds by the end of the night. I was like,
but it was really great because that was one of our earliest launches of our mezcal, and Bingo and I were there the night before.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we did that. That's why we were a little hungover that Halloween.
That was like a big deal for us because we had done 2 parties in New Orleans the night before, and then flown there and hung out with you, and you were our launch in Illinois, and it was really fun.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And the beer nut set was amazing as always, and I saw a lot of great friends. And that was one of my favorites of late. But I've had so many. I mean, I've been very, very lucky with many different bands that have great shows everywhere.
Definitely. Very cool. And actually, on that note, I forgot to ask you, so what's going on? Is there a time frame for the Mezcal, for the Rancho De La Luna Mezcal?
Yeah, it's the production is in production and getting packaged up right now. Obviously, everything got pushed back because of everything everywhere. So we're hoping to be back in Illinois. We're hoping by first week of August.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. We'll talk about who's distributing and whatever, where I can order it off the air. But yeah unless you plug, but I'm sanitizing.
Nice.
Because I blew my nose. This one is Crocodile Fiercely Clean. We have like 20 different sanitizers laying around the bar and outside, and if you mix like the wrong combo, it like kind of turns into lube and gelatin, like a gritty gelatin lube thing. It sucks, but anyway.
Well, what time are you guys opening? If you have to be,
we're opening on the weekends at 3 out back, and then on weekdays 5. So we're doing 3 to 11 and 5 to 11. But to be honest, we're not getting very many people until like 6 or 7. We're not. This whole thing is forcing me to do a bunch of shit that I don't really want to do. But hey, that's kind of what it's doing to everybody. So.
Yeah. Are you? Have you seen a lot of friends that have?
Yeah. Like our good crew has come out. Mike hasn't been out in a while. He came for this. And, some people are a little more at risk, and some people have people at home that are more at risk. So it's, but it's, we've seen in the past few weeks, we've seen just about everybody. So that's cool. And everybody's being pretty smart about it. So.
Yeah, it's been a little strange out here because I live in Joshua Tree, which is kind of in the middle of nowhere. So
so you're pretty removed from it's not an urban thing where you're like, I'm going to get sick. And I can see it being tough to fucking stick by these rules out there.
It's a little rough. It's a little rough because, Hutch lives next door. So
yeah. Oh God. Give Hutch a hug for me. I should have told you to bring Hutch over. Shit.
You know it. I should have. BOC lives next door.
Brian too. Shit. And that's awesome.
So I've gotten to see my closest friends, but yeah, not a lot of people have been traveling out this way. So it's been pretty rough to, you and I are extremely social animals.
Yeah.
And so that's been the hardest part. It's been great to hang with my girl and our dogs and have some really nice time.
Sure.
But man, the first few weeks, I thought it was awesome because I actually got to sleep and not work.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah. You're like the first month, it's like, woo. And then all of a sudden you're like, something starts ticking. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were supposed to be throwing parties. We were already supposed to be launched and throwing parties, which now who knows what's going to happen with that.
And as if you hadn't waited that long already, it's like,
I guess we'll be doing Zoom launches,
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, awesome, brother. Well, Dave, great to see you, man. Love you. I
love
guess
you
we're
too.
going to the next Zoom person.
Mike,
brother, man. Good to see you.
I love you guys.
Love you, brother.
And you're gonna be talking to Jesse Malin in a minute. Please give him.
No, Jesse already went. Jesse was right before you.
Oh,
because the times are all fucked up. Yeah, as usual. But yeah, he just went before you. But he said to say, hey, he knew you were coming.
Right.
So
tell Nick
I
said hi and I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Love you, brother. All right, thanks, Dave.
Bye.
All right, what do we got? I think we've got. Scott, you want to tell your story?
No.
All right, he's still here. I think we have Nick Miller from Jam next. Hold on, let me take a look at the chat here. Okay, whoever the Wizard of Oz, give us Nick Miller. Nick Miller, longtime head booker for Jam of every club in Chicago. And probably more than that now.
Where's Nick?
I don't know. He's coming.
Nick,
Nick is trying to connect. Why won't he turn around? Because he's bored. Because they were yapping.
Nick's asleep.
Yeah. Okay.
Nick,
Scott,
Nick,
tell your story. Hi, Sean Mulroney. What's up, man?
Well, the best story ever is when Beer Nuts joined us. Oh, is he here?
No, go ahead.
Beer Nuts, remember you joined us on tour when we were on tour earlier? Speaking of Hutch.
Yeah.
And you guys showed up and rolled out of the van like Cheech and Chong times 5.
But booze.
Booze. Oh,
there he is.
Okay, bye.
All right. Nick Miller, we've got Scott live, so we'll let you go.
Story. It's a Cheech and Chong story. Finish it.
Right.
We're going to do it in chunks. It's going to be like a cliffhanger.
All right.
Like a cereal.
Okay. As I recall, we did it in chunks that night. All right, Nick, I already gave you your intro.
Oh.
So, yeah, Nick Miller from Jam Productions, head booker of every club you've ever been to for 100 years since I was a kid. That's for sure. And there's Michael Connell's here, too.
I like your display of your rock and roll arsenal behind you.
Yes.
Don't make me take one of these down. I will take it down.
Hang on, let me close the door real quick.
What's up, Sean?
I'm camped out in the music room, so you know.
Yeah, very cool. Rock room.
Yes.
So we're doing everyone a little quick in and out interview. First, we'll talk about what you've been doing since this thing, what causes we're rooting for, donating to, blah blah blah, and then a story about the best, worst, funniest show you ever played or saw or whatever. Also, I might add that Nick is the guitar king of Viceroy and still one of the best guitar tones in the city. Always. Anyway, there you go. Mike concurs.
That's fine. You're too kind. Okay, what have I been doing? Let's talk about what's going on first.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've done 100 times now. So we're all shut down. We're not going to be able to open up for who knows when. Did you guys talk about Civil already?
Yeah, we talked. Well, I talked about Neva with Jesse a little more, and then Civil on the local level. That's where we should go, I think.
All right, so you've covered all that stuff. That's great, and there's some great stuff going on. I don't know if you talked about Senator Duckworth is advocating now for this restart program.
Yeah,
which would fund payroll and benefits for people for another 6 months, which is huge because people are starving out there. It's sad.
Yeah.
What have I been doing? I have been rescheduling everything and postponing. Canceling, and then taking the canceled shows and rescheduling them back on, and then canceling them again.
Right.
And that's what I do every day.
It's probably going to go on, and it's Groundhog Day. Yeah.
I do this Monday through Friday from my dining room. And it's brutal,
Yeah. Yeah. There's not much good to say about it. No doubt about it.
No, I mean, the one thing is I get excited because we reschedule stuff and I'm like, yes, this stuff's going to happen. And they're like, we're getting worried about February. Well, can we clear some dates in February and November too? I'm like, really? Okay. So we're doing all that stuff. But we hope to get back to work as soon as possible. I was hopeful that we would be able to start having shows before the end of the year, maybe late November, maybe December.
That's what we were hoping too. Yeah.
And I don't know how realistic that is now. I think that it might be more realistic spring, to be honest with you. But who knows? Nobody. Yeah. We're offering refunds for anything that's been postponed. We're not letting people refund anything. We are
right. And are people actually getting their refunds?
Yeah.
I hear they're not from certain other other institutions.
They are getting them, and we're making sure they're getting them. But what we're trying to encourage people to do is, if you can hang on to your tickets, once the rescheduled date, the one that actually is rescheduled,
right.
Then you can decide maybe if you're going or not. But I find it's interesting. A lot of people have not refunded their tickets.
Right. Well, that's great because they're holding on to them and they know that it's kind of a support thing and whatever.
Yeah, they want to go there. He spent the money, and
yeah,
we're not selling $150 concert tickets.
No. Yeah.
So
that's not happening. All right. So now we jump from this. We pretend Trump is dead. And there's a vaccine, and here we go in the good time mode. What's one of the favorite shows, best, worst, funniest show you ever saw or played? Give us a story.
Let's see. I'll give you a kind of a story that wasn't so fun but had a silver lining.
Okay.
So the last show I did with the Stone Temple Pilots with Scott Weiland,
right,
was busy scheduled for the Riv. It didn't sell well enough, and we worked with the band and their agency to get them to agree to move the show to the Vic. So
right,
we're doing the show at the Vic, and Scott Weiland is
fucked. Yeah.
He's late. He hasn't showed up yet.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
The band's there. I'm talking to them. They're all like, yeah, he's late. Half hour, an hour. Yeah, about the hour mark, I'm sitting in my office going, come on, man, just he's at his hotel. Just get over it.
Right.
And I hear, coming down the stairs at the Vic, I hear this familiar voice, this guy from Rockford, who I know.
Right.
He's talking to his photographer guy, Mike. I'm like, oh, Rick's son is here. So I go, I'm like, Rick Nielsen's there.
Right. Oh, nice.
I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. He's walking in. He's got not that one, but the Dream Police guitar with him.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I've known Rick for many years. We've done many, many shows with them.
Of course.
So, he goes, I've set him up in the green room, and the guitar is sitting there, and Scott Weiland's still not there. And I'm hanging around. I'm like, this is just a drag. Show's losing money, by the way, big time.
Yeah.
So,
as an aside, which your patience gets thinner.
Losing all this money. So I'm sitting there, I'm talking to Rick and Mike, and I'm staring at Dream Police on the couch there, and I look at Rick, I look at the guitar, I look at him. I go, can I? He goes, yeah, pick it up. I got to play the Dream Police guitar.
Fuck yeah.
It was so awesome. It was so awesome. In fact, I put it on. There's a photograph that I prominently post on Facebook all the time that Mike took of Rick and I standing there with it. When I closed my eyes, it felt like the exact weight and neck profile of that one, which I thought was super cool too.
Yes.
Anyway, that's my
Did that twat Weiland ever show up?
He did show up. He showed up an hour and a half late, and then he spent 30 minutes vocalizing and warming up.
Oh.
And then they finally went on.
Excellent. 30 minutes vocalizing to do a bad Eddie Vedder, who's already bad. But anyway, we're not supposed to talk shit. Sorry.
Another day at work.
Yeah. Awesome. Nick, thank you so much, brother. We appreciate you doing this.
See you later.
And hopefully see you soon at a show here or a show there or, anything.
Barracuda Bar.
Yeah, I hope so. Thanks, brother. All right, man. Cool. Yeah. All right. I think up next we have Andy Wendler.
No way.
Yeah, I got Andy. We got Andy Wendler from the Necros, live from somewhere near Toledo, Ohio. Maybe still Mommy. I forget. Waterville, one of those.
Andy Wendler, the coolest motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Andy Wendler from the Necros, your favorite guitar player and just the best dude on the planet.
You think you know shit, you don't. Andy fucking Wendler. Fuck yeah. I love that fucking guy.
Where is he?
Who cares?
Where is he?
Who cares? Let's keep talking about it.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Mike and Herb, my man.
What's up, brother? Mike's here. Lucas is trying to get in.
I see O'Connell.
Dude,
One of my greatest achievements, leading you guys when you were just young children.
For real.
For the rest of your lives.
Young children.
I was
Glad you held your hand over that first step.
When I met you. I wasn't even to high school yet.
Well, I remember being like, I think I was 16 or 17 and I was at Barry's and I don't know, he was turning like 23 or 24, something like that.
Right.
And I was like, dude, you are so old. I'm like, what a bummer. I was like, ouch.
Exactly.
Anyway, how the fuck are you, man? What's going on? What have you been doing since this? We're going to do, what have you been doing during this nightmare, which is the boring, shitty part. And then we get to the good part. A good story about the best show, worst show, funniest show, whatever. I mean, you have 1,000 that are better than anyone's here. So
working from home, which I thought would be great. And then about 2 months in, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to stab myself in the eyes.
Right.
It's just too much. And I think the last live performance I saw was Brendan Benson and Jack White did a little acoustic show up at Third Man.
Right.
A little thing. And it was a great time. And then 7 days later, I'm like, I don't think I'll be going out again for like a year.
Ever. Yeah.
And it was kind of messed up.
I see that
L7, for the people who are into Detroit music, L7 has a full-length album coming out on Third Man
Corey
this week.
Clark L7?
Yeah, the L7 with Larissa. Steve Shelley was instrumental in ushering this thing along. So anyhow, got that out of the way for my pals.
Well, and Jack White is re-releasing all that old Detroit shit.
Yeah, he's been doing a ton of stuff. Yeah, Dave Buick.
Is Barry ever going to let him do the Necros stuff, or what's the deal? What's the holdup on that?
I have no idea.
Right. Man, that would be an internet onslaught if that shit was re-released.
Well, it's all about the internet.
What are you drinking, sir? I've got a Budweiser and I have an empty Maker's Mark.
Stella Artois.
Ooh,
because it was in the fridge.
That's how long I've been bartending. Yeah. I can tell from the
I know you can.
bottle.
Across the internet, you can pick up my beer. Yeah, and then I just had a little Grey Goose in here.
Nice.
I'm a passe early 2000 yuppie.
Beautiful. All right, well, give us what's your story? Which one do you?
There's so many, man. I don't even know. I thought about this. There's really so many. I think the best story, because listening to Jesse earlier, I was thinking about the hardcore days. We used New York as like our fishing cabin almost at one point.
Sure.
Where, like, at least once a month we'd pile in the van and go to New York. Sometimes we had a gig, sometimes we didn't. We had places to crash and stuff. But I remember this isn't really a gig so much, but I remember once we're all operating well without the realms of sanity at this point in our lives.
Right.
We stopped to get gas, and I stole the lid to a toilet and put it in the van. And then by the next stop, that had become we have to steal enough parts to build a toilet in the van by the time we get to New York. So we get to that giant bridge over the Susquehanna River in Pennsylvania, and we give up. But we've got a bowl and a tank at this point, and we decide we're going to throw it off the bridge. So Highland's driving, and he's looking over at me, and I'm in the passenger seat, and I'm with the door open, and I'm trying to throw it out.
Getting ready to hurl it.
We look forward at the same moment, and there's a car in front of us stalled in the right lane with like 4 kids' faces plastered against the back glass at this van barreling down at 70 miles an hour with this giant man leaning out of the passenger door trying to throw a toilet off the bridge. But we avoided any trouble, but that was great.
That's one that the kids should maybe try during COVID. I think that would be definitely a good thing to start collecting toilet parts and be cool, like people on this podcast.
Do it for the vid, man.
Yeah.
Do it for the vid. But other than that, I mean, there's been so many great shows. I mean, the early involvement with the Misfits, virtually every show had some hilarious something went down. But probably the most exciting show in the most compact part of time ever, Minor Threat at the Freezer, when these guys came in and tried to start fighting with people, and Randy and Tim King, who you will all be seeing very soon in the Detroit documentary, went out, and I swear one time I saw Randy King like beating up like 7 hillbillies at once, just like Jason Statham in a movie. I mean, like turning around, elbowing a guy, punching another guy while he's holding the guy under his other arm. It was amazing. So,
awesome.
And the gig was great too.
Of course.
Approach and Minor Threat,
And the King brothers just thinking it was fun. Like,
right.
Hey, what's up, Andy? What's up?
Right.
Very routine. Very routine.
Well, I'll tell you, the first time we met those guys, we were so scared, but we found out they actually liked the hardcore scene. We were like, yes.
Yeah, right.
They're on our side, thank God.
All right, brother. We're, of course, running way behind schedule.
Cool.
Love you, and thanks so much. And tell everyone we said hey. Give Eric a kiss for us, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
Hey, guys. I'll see you real soon.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah, you're on there.
I don't know, dude. I'm not on this shit.
All right, brother. Thanks, Andy. See you later. Tell Lee hey, too, and the kids.
All
right, who's next? I think we've got. Sorry, Sean, you're live, so you got to wait because we're.
Oh shit!
Hey, Nate. All right, we have Nate Cook from the Yawpers. Are you in Denver, Colorado still?
I am, yeah.
All right, you're going to be here tomorrow, much to my dismay. I'll see you on Wednesday. But anyway, Nate's the front man, singer, songwriter, guitar player, bane of my utmost existence from the Yawpers. But hyper talented, hyper smart pal of mine. So, all right, so we're doing, what have you been doing during this fucking nightmare? And then we're switching gears. There's a vaccine, and then you're telling a good story about a gig or whatever. So
right.
Take it away.
Honestly, I haven't been up to a whole lot, and I fucking love it. It's fucking great. I'm having the best pandemic.
Yeah, everyone's loving it until that 600 stops in 10 days.
Yeah, totally. That's
poverty.
No, I've just been fucking. I've been trying to write. We've been getting a studio up off the ground here in Denver, and then I don't know. I've kind of turned into a bit of a pussy. I've been like biking everywhere and shit, trying to lose weight, like So
that's all right. I'm sure that's pretty crowded in Denver.
Yeah, it's a bit. How about you? What have you been up to?
I've been bumming out. No, I just they're letting us have 24 people inside. We've got a makeshift thing outside that's going okay, and just trying to eke something out from that. And I didn't drink. I drank like twice in the first 2.5 months, but now I'm catching up quick. And we're doing this, and this is kind of cool. And
you guys did a big reno at the Liars Club, right?
What's that?
You guys did a big renovation at the Liars Club, right?
Yeah, we did. Gary did all kinds of space
It looks
on this.
super
it's cool.
slutty.
Out back is cool.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good. And there's more. And the guys' bathroom has a new floor, a new toilet. Like it's almost COVID compliant. Sean just said it smells the same because I was just in there. But no, it's good. And, nothing, man. Just doing this and trying to have some fun with our pals.
Yeah.
So give us your show story because of course we're way behind on this.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Or any story that's funny. I don't give a shit.
Shit. I think the best one I have that's brief was our last show in Vegas, which was at this last tour that got canceled because of fucking COVID. We dropped acid like right in the middle of the show. Like we had like a set break and took some acid.
Anyway, the best show that I've ever seen.
There's Lucas.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Oh man, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. You got fucking you got another drive-in show coming up this weekend.
Wait, one more time. I can't hear because Herb's talking in the background.
You got a drive-in show coming up this weekend, right?
No, we did it. But he's back.
He's back.
They did it. They're doing another one. They did it a while ago.
That's what I thought. They're doing another
Lucas
one.
started telling a story and then everyone keeps coming. So it's like, I'll do it at the end because he's actually here. So,
Okay.
all right, so you did acid in the middle of the show.
Yeah, and it took a long time to kick in, as acid always does, and I made the classic
So you
mistake
thought.
of doubling up the fucking dosage because I was unsure that it was
Right.
working.
This isn't working. This
Yeah.
isn't working.
So it wound up being like the worst acid trip of my life, and the only way I could stay calm was to lock myself into a smoky Vegas hotel room and watch the entirety of the Godfather trilogy with commercial breaks on TBS.
The third one is probably when it went south.
Anyway,
Oh.
but it took like about 11 hours to finish it because it was like, TBS fucking commercial breaks.
Right.
Like there's like an hour and a half of fucking commercials every fucking show. Anyway, so it turns into this really dark thing. And then at the end of the night, like I'd lost all my money earlier and it was just really a bad trip. And I go downstairs into the casinos at the Four Queens, and the Four Queens elevator opens up, and right there is a Godfather casino machine. And I thought to myself, this is like some sort of fucking weird confluence. Yeah. So I put in
And Andy Garcia was playing it.
But I won $250 on a $1 draw.
Wow! So it actually
breaks out the Godfather.
Are you sure? Or was that just part of your acid shit?
You know what, man? I choose to believe.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, shit. I won't see you tomorrow. I might see you Tuesday for dinner, Wednesday, whatever. Thank you so much for doing this. Love you.
Sounds good.
All right, man.
I'll see you, McConnell. And
Absolutely. All right, brother. Thank you.
See you guys. Peace.
Next, I think we're gonna do Mulroney next. I don't know if Jimmy showed up on the thing. Hey, James, did James Drescher show up on the thing? I'm gonna call him if I can. No sign of Jimmy. I need to charge my phone so I can fucking call him. My phone's dead. So here we'll have Lucas do the rest of his best gig story, and then I'm gonna charge my phone and we'll get Sean, and then hopefully we'll get Jimmy. What's that?
Herb doesn't understand phones. Let me sit down and talk to everybody. Am I talking to the voter public? Hi.
No, that's the new.
And guess who's coming on with us right now?
This is my seat.
It's
This is my seat.
look at this. It's Sean Mulroney, everybody. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Well, I'm doing very well.
Scott, tell them that story about New York.
All right, so there was.
Wait, are we
Time when
talking
we're all
about-
drunk in New
Are
York.
we talking about New York?
Yeah, we're
I've
talking
got some
about
New York stories.
All right, so there was this one time we were in New York, but it was when New York was New York. You know what they
Rochester,
say?
New York.
Yeah,
Right?
when you could still buy stuff on the street in front of St. Mark's Church.
Well, yeah, sure. But it was one of those days, and then what? You want your seat back? Okay.
No.
All right,
Take it. I'm here. I'm
tell
here to
her.
mediate.
No, man.
No, you're on.
No, whatever you want.
Sean's got a story.
He does. It's true. But you want to go?
Sean's got a story.
All right, here, ladies and
Sean's got
gentlemen.
lots
Here.
of stories, I say.
Let me sit back down. You get on this side. And then the thing. Sean Mulroney, double door proprietor, Avondale Ramblers, miracle attorney. I don't know, other stuff. Cool. Sean, what have you been up to? And then tell us a good story.
I'm
Thanks.
trying to enjoy my free time with no income. But that said, I noticed this New York theme going on. So I was in a band in the late 80s, early 90s called Tic Tac.
That's right.
Well, yeah, you know what? So I'm probably the only person that's been voted off Star Search because of Shaft. Richard Roundtree thumbs us down and sent us packing.
Thank you, Richard.
I got caught hanging out with the TV spokesmodels.
Nice.
Had to jump the fence to get some Jack Daniels, which may have had a play in that. But moving along, the same band played at CBGB's, and I only remember going there, seeing Hilly sitting at the door and standing on the stage and looking at the back of the mid-highs and all the famous band stickers that were up there that were really their stickers.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
They put up there. Yeah.
So it was probably a Tuesday night in January that we were able to secure this hot gig. And we drove all the way out from Chicago just to play that show.
Of course. Yeah.
And I think
big money.
I think I scrounged up 8 or 10 friends that I knew in New York, and we were the headliner. So by the time we won, I think there were 6 of them still standing. But the highlight of the night was the band in front of us, this punk rock band. At the end of their set, they literally smashed every piece of equipment they had.
Yes.
And they sit there sweated with nothing but shreds of guitars and drums there. And they go, "We want to thank CBGB's. We want to thank Hilly. We've never been to a big city before. We're from Jersey."
Do you remember the name of this combo?
I don't, but I haven't told that story in 25 years. So that's my rock story. You guys keep rocking on.
I like that. Thank you, Sean Mulroney. Excellent. All right. We're trying to get my fucking phone will charge. We're going to try and get Jimmy on the phone and see if he's going to do this. We'll at least get him on the phone. Mike, Lucas, tell your story.
In the meantime,
here, hold on.
In the meantime, I'd like to tell my story. So there was this one time I was in Phoenix. And the thing about Phoenix that a lot of people don't know is
we played
Phoenix.
Stevie's when I was in high school.
Right.
Yeah, we were opening for Flipper.
Yeah.
I was like 16. It was great. And so I'm like, oh my God, we're playing opening for Flipper. And it's like a sold out show. And like, I'm in high school and I bought some really cool creepers. Like I was like losing my mind. And so we're playing, we do the show and people actually don't hate our guts. And that's when we meet that's when we start meeting all the New York people. Like I'm pretty sure we probably met Jimmy that day and stuff. And so so everybody's just hanging out at the best time. And then after every off stage, I go outside and I'm ready for Flipper to come on. And we're like, all right, we're all going to go see Flipper. And the fire department's up front going, they're at capacity. You can't come in. So after the show, we just got kicked out. And then saying this was back when the Bowery was bad. And all these bums are just standing there trying to pass us bottles of wine and stuff. Oh, Scott, I'm sorry. Did you want to tell a story?
Come on, go.
Oh, shit.
That reminds me of this time that I was in Naperville, and we ate at the Taco Bell, and Naperville used to have a Taco Bell. Do they have one anymore? I don't know, but Naperville had a Taco Bell, and it was crazy. It was nuts, my friend, and that is what I'm talking about. And so we were going to play a show at the Naperville place next to the Taco Bell, which everyone knew. Everyone knew.
My family lives in Plainfield. My mom lives in Plainfield now.
All right, well.
Tell the Rochester story. Come on.
Tell the real story now.
Yeah.
All right, so Herb was in a band called Beer Nuts, and we were on tour with Failure, and we basically played a lot of our chips to make sure that.
Say hey to Troy.
Hi, Troy. We played a lot of our chips to make sure that Beer Nuts could do at least 1 week with us, and it was a bad move. It was a bad move. I'm not really good at cards or poker or anything like that, but it was a bad move. Anyway, so the van shows up and they all tumble out and they're all fucked up. And so they start the sound check and it's hilarious. And, the sound guy goes, hey, let's do a vocal check. And 4 of them all have mics and they all do vocal checks at the same time. They go, check, 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 like screaming and, God, this is a terrible story. And here's Herb. So
Story with no end.
So Joe Kelly has a mic that keeps shocking him, and he's playing 13, and he's like, wow, and every time his lips touch the mic, it shocks him. But unlike mice, he doesn't understand. So it doesn't matter.
You're handsome when you shit it all.
I don't want them to know it's me. So he keeps getting shocked, and he doesn't learn his lesson, right? So he goes, wow, singing this song, and I'm sitting there watching this. It's the best. It's the best. And so they all get up, and they play the set, the sound check, and the sound guys are like, all right, fuck it. Who cares? It's over. And then they all leave, and then Joe Kelly is setting up the Beer Nuts banner behind. And I walk up, I go, dude, you can't set up a banner. And he goes to Herb. He's like, who the fuck is this guy? And Herb goes, oh, yeah, it's the guy from Luck Lights. What? Anyway, so Herb, and so Joe's standing on a drum throne, right? Standing on it, which is for anybody who sits on a drum throne knows it moves a lot like that. So he's standing on there, and he's like this. He can't get up there, and Herb's trying to help him. And then Herb's like goes, and finally Herb loses interest. And then Joe turns around and goes, Herb. And then the fucking drum throne turns, and Joe goes head first into the drums. And boom! And his feet are sticking up in the air. And the sound guys hadn't turned the mics off, so you could hear it through the PA. So he's sitting there, and Joe Kelly's sitting there, and his feet are up, and you can hear him through the PA going, oh. That's my story.
Yeah, all right.
It's not good.
Story.
Yeah, I had to be there.
We're trying to get tunes. Now, what time is it?
I don't know. Time to die?
Yeah.
9:38.
Oh, okay, we're fine.
Oh, great.
Not a thing. Keep going,
Great.
Scott.
You got a story you want to tell?
Please.
Are you sure? Okay. All right.
Well, she does.
She does. She got a lot of stories she won't tell.
I'm sure. Plenty.
So the other thing. So where's James right now is the question.
We're waiting. Hold on.
Where is James? Why can't he be doing this?
Anybody want to hear my Lemmy story?
He's not supposed to be there.
It's not Lemmy story.
James isn't there. He's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, what I'm asking is why is this happening?
It's Lemmy.
He clearly wanted to share this.
I got a Lemmy story.
Oh,
I do have Lemmy
oh,
stories.
you've got a Lemmy
I got
story.
a Lemmy
We've all got Lemmy stories.
Everybody's got a Lemmy
Yeah.
story, we tell you. Because mine sucks.
Lemmy's my dad. Go.
All right, one of my favorite stories from Doubledore involves Lemmy, and he was
Really?
he was playing there. Wait, what? One of my favorite stories. At any rate, Nate says, "You want to meet Lemmy?" So down the dressing room,
And you said no.
down in the dressing room, he's already through bottle number 1 of Jack Daniels, and there's things are working pretty well after the show. And I walk in, I don't know really, do you call him Mr. Kilmeister? You call him Lemmy? I guess you all know that he has that mole on the side of his face, which from all of my childhood memories is about the size of a small bump. But at this point, towards his twilight years, it's about the size of my little finger. So it's sticking out like this. So I look at Mr. Kilmeister, and I don't want to look at it like I'm staring at it. So I look down, but I didn't realize his cock was the size of about 12 and a half inches down his skinny jeans. So I looked down his lap. I can't look at his lap. So I go, oh, shit. And I look up, oh, shit. So I'm literally staring off into the sunset, if I will, trying to talk to Lemmy, one of my idols. Like, what do you say to a guy like that has that going on? Nicest guy in the world. So that's my Lemmy story.
Or just call me. Okay, here.
So my Lemmy story is a lot. Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead. I got the drinks.
It's a lot more violent, and it has to do with my mom and blood and the cops.
It's a good one.
So
Yeah. Jesus
so
Christ,
and then the other part.
Lucas sucks. All right, sorry about that. Scott's humor's kind of dry.
Anyone's watching now.
Yeah, exactly. It's over. All right, we're going to give Jimmy a couple more minutes. If not, thank you to everybody who did this tonight. Well, some of my favorite people in the world. I have some Maker's Mark. We're here at the Liars Club with 24 people every night. Come see us. And the rest of these people should be awesome. Lots of rules too. Oh wait, pull back from the mic. I'm looking at the chat. It says pull back from the mic. All right, cool. Campbell, Naperville, Swingers Capital of the Midwest. Might be time to wrap this up. Yes, thank you.
Shit.
All right. Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, Andy Weller Rules. Thank you guys so much. Something Financial, James Van Asdol, Liars Club, all the people. Thanks very much. Bye, guys.